Right then, welcome along to our terrifying arena. One too many cobwebs and pumpkins for my liking, but the alternative was to host the show from a crypt, and I said, no, that is a little bit too scary for me, Tom Deacon. Listen, it's week 4 of the Gfinity Elite Series. It's Street Fighter night here, and we are live. Sorry, I should have read that. It should read alive in West London. Joining me tonight, two guys who had the carriage on the tube all to themselves, and that was before they put their outfits on. Logan and F-Word. Gentlemen, you look happy about being in an outfit and a costume tonight.
What outfit?
Well, they obviously didn't get it in time to you, but that's fine. Yeah, no. Listen, gentlemen, let's look at week 4. I want to just get it off the bat straight away. Can you explain this, please, Logan, this tweet for everybody? It said, I'd like to say this is the first time I've had to do this, ... but I've roomed with F-Word before. Please explain. Shed light on this. It's a duvet and a bathtub?
So sometimes when we go abroad to events to commentate, I occasionally have to room with someone. And normally, my only request is that it's not with him.
Okay, what happened this time?
He sounds like broken farming machinery when he snores.
Yeah.
So I had to literally go in the bathroom, shut the door, and make a bed in the bath to get like 3 hours sleep. Okay. Because he literally sounds like a wounded walrus. Okay, and F-Word, did you ever get a good night's kip?
Don't remember any of it, so... I did wake up with a slight pain in my left arm.
Okay, there is actually video footage.
It's all starting to make sense.
There is actually video footage of me pummeling him with a pillow, and his breathing pattern didn't even change, let alone wake up.
I'm a very heavy sleeper.
Well, this is good. Well, listen, gentlemen, we've got some great action on the way tonight. We should keep you very much awake. Let's have a quick look at the standings in week 4. Team Infused looking very pretty at the top, not dropped any points, and neither have a prophecy. Surprise package, some would say there. Right down at the bottom, Epsilon. What is going on in the Elite Series Season 2 for them? And what is going on for Reason as well, getting their first win last week. This is the schedule tonight, indeed, F-Word. We are going to kickstart the first match tonight with Prophecy versus Endpoint, and then closing proceedings with Excel versus Epsilon. Now, I've got to ask you about week 3. Incredible week. 3 of the matches going to the wire. Some of the brilliant pop-offs there. And you can see the distraught on an Epsilon's face, but happy Prophecy.
Yeah, I think Prophecy have really set themselves up to be the guys to watch out for this season. We saw something similar from Envious much later in last season, but Prophecy have come and they've really made a statement. And I think with every game, they grow more and more confident. And I believe they did it last week without Shivryuken, right? Yeah. So that's a massive plus as well.
Yeah, and obviously this is, I have to say, Logan, was one of the best pop-offs, which just seemed to go on forever and ever from TKR, to the point where I feel like he's... No, I just double-checked, he wasn't still doing it, but it felt like he was. So you're looking forward to an exciting week. Does any matches stand out for you tonight, Logan?
I think this could be Reason's second win. Ooh. This week.
Why?
And we know how on point my predictions were regarding Reason last week.
They were indeed on point last week.
Do you know, to be honest with you, I think all the results that we've been seeing over the past couple of weeks have just really shown the great additions that these teams have made to their rosters in the off-season, moving into Season 2, and just how competitive everything is, because there's no like genuine lame duck teams anymore. You know, there's no guaranteed wins at all. And I think it's going to be a very tough night for Method, missing some of their best players. So that's going to be an exciting one. I think Reason might get their second win.
Is this weirding you out?
It's really... I can't look at anything other than your teeth. OK,
that's great. Well, listen, the tension is building backstage. And why wouldn't it when the players know what awaits them? I'd stay behind the curtain, to be honest. But everyone is in here to win the Gfinity Elite Series. And this is how it works. Finger point, done. The Elite Series is supported by the Challenger Series, an online competition that anyone could join across Street Fighter V, CSGO, and Rocket League. The top 30 players in each of these online competitions then qualified for the Elite Player Draft, in with a chance of breaking into the professional esports arena. The Elite Series franchises then had to draft 2 rookie players for each of their 3 games, meaning that 48 amateur players then joined professional teams for the Elite Series. And what follows is 9 weeks of competition across the 3 selected games, with Rocket League and Counter-Strike played on a Saturday, and Friday nights are Street Fighter nights, to ultimately produce winners in each discipline and an overall team champion. I'm behind the pumpkin, guys. Hi, yes, now listen, everyone is in a scrap for glory, and last week 3 of our matches went to the wire and were decided in the final round. Now Prophecy, who are in action in just a moment, know at first hand that it ain't over until it's over.
Epsilon 3-0 up, looking to get a whitewash, and we've ended up in the 7th game somehow.
Prophecy are on set point here.
But in the final round, it's 3-3. Who is going to close it out, Epsilon or Prophecy? Oh! He doesn't punish the cancel! Oh! Prophecy have brought it all the way back from 3-0 down. Incredible stuff, I can't believe it.
Look, we got dry ice and everything. Look, it's wafting. It's not me. Listen, you couldn't see it. Ridiculous. You can see it. Look, we'll come back to it later. Anyway, listen, I'm coming down the stairs to the arena here right now because 2 gentlemen who have also dressed up for it. Damascus, lovely to see you. Jammers, where do we start with questions when I look at you like this? Your hair looks incredible.
I've been to the barbershop, man. That's just what I do once a month. Change up.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hope you like it.
What hair oil do they give you?
Secret, man.
Yeah. Well, it's not as long as my hair, but we're all good.
That went as smoothly as we thought it would. That little head tilt there.
I've dreamed to do that for all my life.
Well, it's happening. Listen, let's talk about it. Prophecy last week, gentlemen. Incredible scenes from them. 3-0 down at one point, and to come back against Epsilon, what a comeback! Surely that's like title performance, isn't it?
It is, man. It's like when you get up 3 as a team, you just come as a player confident, like, yeah, I mean, I can lose. I still have people behind, and just seeing their fighting spirit there, being able to continue this way, and to just put Epsilon back to the rope and end up winning like this, that was literally one of the best games of the Elite Series I've seen so far.
Indeed, Takamura with Ken behind against Gao that was used by Akainu, and that's it was epic scenes, and I think Epsilon really need to come to the party at some point, don't they?
They need to wake up and need to do it, but just echoing what Damascus was saying, Prophecy was 3-0 down. In that position, the Prophecy players were like, we've got no choice. Like, if we want to win this, we cannot lose from this point. It's a great wake-up call for them, and they showed why they're great players. I feel Epsilon kind of just took their foot off the gas a little bit, and week by week, it's starting to show. I don't know if they start to show a little bit of nerves because they're in the position that Reason were in last season, so they need to change that around real quick, and they got the players that are more than capable of doing it.
Indeed. Oh, sorry, Jammers. Are you Guile? I want to look. Can we get a look at?
I don't have the.
But the trousers. You got your combat. Trousers on. I just want to make sure that people don't think like, Jammers has gone sort of army commander, sort of, or maybe gone like. Yeah, all right, okay. Looking amazing, gentlemen. Well, listen, we are almost ready for Prophecy and Endpoint to come into this very Gfinity arena, get on their consoles and do the business. But before that, Ariel 3 has managed to snare one of the main protagonists.
Hubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Oh, I'm only joking, it's me. I've gone for a bit of a hybrid Halloween witch thing, sugar skull. Apparently, Tom thinks I look Mexican, but we'll go with it. Here I'm on the couch with GinoDaCampo. How are we doing, Gino?
Oh, I'm good. How are you doing?
Well, first of all, let's talk to me about these clog things you've got on your feet.
They're very comfy.
What are they? Are they clogs or are they slippers?
We'll find out in about 5 minutes.
Is this all part of a Halloween costume?
It is indeed.
Oh, love this! Oh my gosh, we're not the only ones getting touched. Right, I'm going to take this hat off because it's massive and it's getting in the way. So, talk to me. You've got Prophecy today. They've obviously had very good streaks so far. They've got some good players on them, and Akainu like been playing strong. You're up against him, and what were you feeling like tonight, the first match of the day?
I think we put me out because I'm normally the most confident for the first game, and I put us in our stead for all the games.
Okay.
So even if I lose, the guys look at me like, all right, and I just come out strong. So it doesn't matter. But I feel pretty good today. I've had a nice restful sleep, gone gym. It's been easy.
Nice. Are we going to be playing with the new character Zeku by any chance?
No, Zeku is, I think he's very weak right now.
Okay.
I think he is, I think in Season 3, when a lot of characters get rebalanced and they're going to get a bit toned down, I think they'll look more like what Zeku looks like now. So his after a throw, he doesn't really have any way to like pressure the opponent that's too good yet. But it is early days.
Yeah.
Like, you know, every day some new piece of like tech with the character is coming out. So hopefully he gets better, but from just like his shell, how he operates right now, it doesn't look like there's a reason to pick him.
Oh, really? What's this? Because I know he plays an older character and a young character, which like the first time we've ever seen that in Street Fighter. Is that quite exciting, or is that actually something that could be a bit of a hindrance playing?
No, it's a cool like design mechanic. In Street Fighter 4, the character again had 2 stances, but it was much more subtle. So this is essentially them just bringing that out to case of, okay, now you're old, now you're new, or sorry, young. So this is, you know, you've got different properties, different attacks. Nice. And it's kind of like Dowsum as well, where he has like long attacks and short attacks. Yeah. So it's just the same mechanic, just a bit kind of flared up.
Okay.
So it's not a hindrance to anyone, really. If anything, it's an advantage to have double the tools.
Describing in one word, because a lot of people describe Abigail as dumb. Describe Zeku in one word.
Complex.
Oh, I like it. Well, thank you so much, and good luck with the first game. Back to you, Tom. Or Beetlejuice.
I think they're slogs, clogs with you know, slippers. Listen, I tell you what, there was one noticeable absentee last week for Prophecy, and that was Shivryuken. Now, the thing is, he is an important component for their winning machine. Stop doing that behind me. Stop it. I'm trying to do a serious link here about Shivryuken because he's a man that understands the importance of looking good on a Friday night. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't laugh at slogs.
My full name is Shivryuken. I've been living in North London for 10 years since I moved here from Trinidad and Tobago. And my gamer tag is Shivryuken. Every few weeks I get my haircut with Zen. Hey Zen, how you doing?
Hello son. How you doing? You alright?
I'm good.
Come on in.
I've been coming to Zen for 10 years.
Mum, dad, grandma, auntie, cousin, basically the whole family. We've had a few wild haircuts, haven't we?
We've had a lot of wild haircuts. You have to look good when you're popping off for sure. I've got to be ready to dish out those L's.
Oh, and the finger to the mouth, Shivryuken.
I've loved the Gfinity Elite Series so far. It's been a great opportunity for someone like me to showcase what I have to offer.
Shivryuken pops off!
Oh, the pop-off!
The slip, bro!
He's talking smack!
It's given me an opportunity to also express myself with some of the pop-offs.
Oh! Let's wake up from Shivryuken!
Wow.
Hopefully someday I'll be big enough to make it on the wall.
Well done.
Thanks, man.
Loving it. Loving a finger point as well from Shivryuken. Hair is on point. And I tell you what, some famous people go to that barber's, even Gordon Ramsay. Let's talk about Shivryuken. How important was he in that week before? I mean, he's an incredible player, right?
He's a super incredible player and super important, but I think just to reiterate what Logan has said, it just goes, the fact that he's so important to his team, we saw some fantastic wins like when he got infectious. The fact that they could win without him last week just goes to show how much they've strengthened the squad, if you ask me. And that's what's really highlighted about Prophecy. Far from a one-man team, and this comeback was ridiculous. I mean,
look at the health on Laura with Shiv. Incredible, and the pop-off from him. There's a man who means business right there.
You were talking about his pop-off slogan, please.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, when you have like those choreographed dance routines and whatever, that means everyone's just laid back. They're expecting to win. They've got the celebration prepared.
Yeah.
When they're like stiff, like you can see Shiv is dead stiff when he's celebrating. Like he hasn't really he's not got full control of his limbs. It's not like comps, you know, with the proper smooth moves.
Yeah.
It's a lot more genuine. Like he's really, really happy to have won. Like there's a lot more emotion in that. So.
No, that boy is full of raw emotion. Now, someone who also had a bit of a match-up last week, JonesArcade for Endpoint.
Yes.
They definitely need to bounce back. I mean, he was taking on Shax last week for Infused. It was Ken versus Cammy, and wowzers. It lost 4-3 in the end, and they did get that point, but it wasn't enough, was it?
No, I mean, JonesArcade's a very, very solid player. He's a very talented young man. He's one of those sort of players that you're really happy to see involved in the Elite Series, because he's not one of the obvious top players in the country at the moment, but the Elite Series has given him a platform and players of his caliber to really get recognised and get their confidence up as well, because playing in this environment, it's so good for your composure, and he's just delivering there or thereabouts. He's delivering quality performances every week. He might not be winning, but he's not like turning up and just completely, you know, letting himself down. And it's great to see that from more young players.
Yeah, now we know that GinoDaCampo's got his slogs on, slipper clogs.
I swear, isn't like slogs a brand of underwear?
Yeah, look, I don't know. But it just feels right, doesn't it? You know, there'll be...
Yeah, are you saying that he's
there'll be clips. Anyway, listen, I will welcome out the players, because I know that Jester Power's going to have dressed up.
Wow, yes.
JonesArcade have dressed up. It's time to find out, because we are going to announce the players. I'm going to take a little walk over to the stand. They're all backstage. What, a sailor's hat as well!
Oh, my goodness.
I love it. Jester Power doesn't muck about. Let's have a little look. For everyone who's new to Street Fighter here at the Elite Series, the players are backstage. They do not know who they're going to be taking on. So what I'm going to do now is announce the first matchup for Prophecy. Get the gentlemen ready. Fighting first tonight is Zera! Now, sir, who would you like to fight tonight? Oh, you walk away from me. I'm outrageous, Zera. Who would you like to fight out of the Endpoint team tonight?
Jones.
Okay, that unfortunately is not going to happen because your first opponent today is GinoDaCampo!
Let's send it to Gino first. What?
Oh, I'm loving it. I have to say, I'm loving this. We didn't know what to expect from GinoDaCampo.
What are
but
you?
The pipe, everything. Some people are asking, what are you tonight?
Popeye?
Apart from the coziest man, I'm Hugh Hefner.
Okay, perfect. Hugh Hefner, absolutely love it. Do you reckon this will be a saucy affair, a bit of a fruity contest, in that opinion?
No.
Okay, there we go. That is matchup one. It's harsh, but that's what happens. There, you're going to head that way for me, and then my good man GinoDaCampo is going to head that way for me. That is matchup one done. That is genuinely a lovely dressing gown. I'll tell you what, matchup two. For Prophecy, we have Akainu! Looking good, sir. Now, we saw some of it. You're walking so far away from me, man. Listen, we saw how good you were last week against Takemura. Are we expecting the same again tonight?
Yes, I hope I will do the same thing.
Yeah. And you, what do you think of the outfit so far, kind of, from me?
Very cool.
Thank you. He's genuine about that. Okay, your opponent tonight in matchup two is going to be a man who was so close last week to getting that victory against Shax. It's JonesArcade! Come on, brother. Come and take a stand next to me. JonesArcade, no costume tonight. Your other two teammates have got a costume. What happened? You didn't want to? You didn't fancy it?
I don't know.
No? You're just more focused on street. Okay, cool. Anything else to add to that? Nah, I didn't think so. Perfect. That is matchup two. JonesArcade, you head that way. Akainu, best of luck for matchup two. We move on to matchup three, which is going to be, of course, the last two players up there. Shivryuken and your main man, Jester Power as Dracula. Come on down. It's a very slow, purposeful walk right now, gentlemen. The hair's looking good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Fresh, looking very fresh. What's this, Gordon Ramsay goes to the same hairdresser, or is it just a selection of celebrities that you've picked?
All the top people that go there. It's very exclusive.
Yeah, okay. And there's going to be a plaque if you get this win tonight where Shiv's going to have his face.
They've taken down everyone else and putting mine up.
I love that confidence. Jester Power, always immaculately dressed for Street Fighter in the Elite Series. You feeling confident back again this week?
Back again this week, yeah, feeling good. Ready.
Okay, perfect. Well, listen, that is matchup three. Endpoint, head that way, Jester Power, and Shivryuken for Prophecy. Oh, just go. You decide. Gentlemen, you're both going. Is he going to go that way? Is he going to go that way? No. He's out of shot. Listen, if the match goes all the way to 7 matchups, these are the next fixtures. Game 4 is going to be Zera versus Jester Power. Game 5, Shivryuken taking on GinoDaCampo. Game 6, Akainu versus JonesArcade. And then on Game 7, got Shivryuken versus Jester Power. An exciting predicament there. I've got to ask Logan, F-word, based on that, what do you reckon? I mean, you've seen the matchups now. The players seem pretty confident. JonesArcade, not a huge amount to say. He'll leave the talking on the screen up there. But, I mean, what do you think? Where's this going?
It's a hard one to call because I was just speaking to Logan about this. I mean, the most informed player of Endpoint this season, like, without doubt, has got to be Broski.
Again, yeah, definitely.
Got to be Broski. He even when they lost, he was on fire. So the fact that he's not here this week is a loss straight away. No disrespect to Gino. Gino's a great player too. But you would have thought maybe someone would give space for Broski's. So if your Prophecy on that current high, if this was just a match, regardless of recent results, I'd just say, you know, it's 50-50. They're both quite evenly matched. But on that form that they're in at the moment, no Broski in the way, you've got to say the momentum's in their corner. They should be looking to take this.
So, F-Word, you're saying Prophecy. Logan, an answer for you before I go over to Damascus and Jammers?
I would agree. I think Prophecy as well. They've gone for Shiv as their anchor. He's playing 3 times, possibly. They've got their confidence in him. So, yeah, Prophecy.
Perfect. Gentlemen, I look forward to it. I don't know why I'm taking up mic. They've got their own mics. Anyway, follow me for a second. Go over to the commentators right now, or should I say Ken and Gal. Gentlemen, Damascus, where do you reckon this one's going tonight? Prophecy and Endpoint.
I have to agree with F4 and Logan. The roster for Prophecy has been really strong for that season so far, and Endpoint is missing Broski today. I think it's going to be hard for them, and I'm going to give the win to Prophecy as well.
Okay, and of course...
I've got to be the rebel, isn't it?
You've got to be the rebel. There's no Dark Moon Hadoo.
Well, there isn't there, but, you know, like they're saying, everyone was just going to be a unanimous thing here. Broski's not here. That's a big dent in their gameplay, but I still am confident in this team. They've got Jester as their anchor playing 3 times. So I'm going to have to go with Endpoint. But me and Damascus were talking about this earlier. I actually wanted to go to Game 6 because we're actually dressed up as the matchup that's going to happen.
That's what we're talking about.
Let's go.
So that's what I want to see. But I'm going to put my vote as Endpoint.
All right, gentlemen, let's get into it. Enjoy this one. Prophecy taking on Endpoint. I'll leave it in your capable hands.
And first game of the day, Prophecy against Endpoint. Prophecy very comfortable in the leaderboard right now, Jamin.
And they top spot. Like, these guys are secure. They're confident every week. They go stronger. Their mentality improves. Somebody, whoever the captain of that team is, he's got the right team talk, and he definitely gives these guys the morale they need. But let's not look away from this. He said Hugh Hefner, right? See, that's how I sit at home. See, that's how I sit at home.
He is right now in home mode. That is exactly how everyone plays online. I mean, how to say.
Missing is the cigar and the little cup of Cavassier. That's all he needs, and he's good. Hopefully, his play is a bit more, you know, more tempo,
smooth
than his relaxed style there. But you know, we're gonna have, I believe it is Shivryuken go up first, is it?
Against Gino, that's Zera. Zera, the man.
My apologies.
Zera known as the man, the 30K man in the French community. The reason why is because in his CFN profile, if you check the amount of games he played online, they are over 30,000.
Wait, so he's another player who's played over 30,000 games?
Yes.
Damn, he's got that matchup experience
So
here.
that's,
tell you what, like Damascus has probably stated in the past, this guy has one of the strongest Akumas we have in Europe. And it's great to see him here on the Elite Series. I always want to see this guy play.
Absolutely, I'm happy to see him.
CFN Online tournament.
Yeah.
I've just wanted to watch him all the time.
I would see him because he doesn't travel much as well. The only trip he did this year, I believe, is Madrid Sonic Boom, and he got top 16, which is a good performance as well.
Good start.
So today he has his time to shine with Akuma against Laura, but let's see what GinoDaCampo has ready against Akuma.
Well, look, man, it's a chaotic matchup. We've seen this multiple times over the CPT season, but we're here in the Gfinity Elite Series here. Zera going up against GinoDaCampo. Explosive, volatile matchup. We know Akuma has the more flexible toolset, but if he gets hit once, it's going to be KO for him.
That is the hard thing. When you have a lower than average health against Laura, you know that you're literally always one button press from death.
Definitely, I'm loving this particular spacing here from Zera at the moment, but he gets crushed counter, commentates curse, and into the split with a follow-up there from GinoDaCampo. Goes for the brazen overhead, I like it.
Interesting from GindoDaCampo, just goes straight to the unsafe choice, just to surprise a bit Zera and show him that he's not gonna play a conventional match.
No anti-air from Zera, the reset there from Gino. He's going in hard with all these brazen decisions, but he's gonna get punished big and hard for this.
Yeah, gets hit with the fireball. I'm not sure what Gino was pressing after that crouching medium there, but still pressure on for Zera that he's trying to keep the...
Oh, that's it, he's done.
What a bait from Zera there. Was it the bait or was it the parry option?
I want to say it was the parry option.
I'm pretty sure.
I think he was ready for it because that was a very bad place to V-reversal there from Gino.
Absolutely. I mean, he had the upper hand, he had the pressure on. He knew Gino had to do something. Nothing invincible available for him. He had to V-reversal, and Zera was ready for it.
Good anti-air, making amends for the bad decision he made in the first round. He's looking for that crouching hard punch. Now, if that does connect, we get the crush counter just like Gino got there. Whoa, everyone's just throwing out their crush counter buttons now.
fishing for crush counters. It is, and it's back under pressure for Zera, unable to get the anti-air.
Love the cancel there from Zera on the back hard punch. That is punishable on block. Good DP. Break the pressure. Do not let Gino get started.
Good one from Zera. No anti-air. He tried the jab a bit too early there.
He could be done after this. Great chase down with the heavy bolt charge anti-air. Remember, when you see a projectile, your natural reaction is to jump. Gino knows that. Ready and waiting. Final round.
He read that in advance, man. He just dashed in straight away, no matter what Zera would do.
Could I tell you the same start as last round? Look, these two have been reading each other like books. I love it.
Yeah, it's been a battle of wits there. Both of them waiting. A good whiff punish from Zera there.
He's at the meter advantage as well. He got critical art. Good anti again. They've been on point since he made the first mistake. Reset him. Gino stays in front. Goes to the reset. Very audacious. Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, great awareness from Zera as well. That was really close to stun. Zera unable to convert this one, but still at least get some room to take a breath.
All right, maintain that space in there, and he's well aware of how Gino wants to activate the infamous standing medium kick, but he doesn't do it, not yet.
Right, looking to activate the party time, but it's V-trigger time for Akuma. Now,
I think that might be it. Can get it? No.
No.
Right, still alive. Bolt charge again. Oh no, whiffs! This could be it. This could be it.
That would be big damage.
Ooh, there's a speck of health left, and he's got air fireballs on deck as well. Good block there from Gino.
Ooh, just walks back in and throws. Smartest choice from Zera there. He knows that Gino is shook. Gino is looking for something. You have to make him press a button. Best solution to go for the throw. Zera takes the first game.
Trust me, that's a brazen thing to do, but you know, going over that little situation there, Zera was actually in the most advantageous position Akuma could ever be in, because Gino's looking for anything but a throw. If he takes, he knows he's in trouble, the button will kill him, it might be a low, it might be an overhead. So he wasn't really thinking about that. But this was a really good chase down here. And
absolutely.
That was the turning point. It's just, Gino made a couple of decisions that we know that Gino as a player likes to do them because he likes going for those brazen resets. They're really good resets because he likes to cash in for that big damage. But play your safest option. When he went for that reset after the bolt charge, just cast into split river or rodeo follow-up. That would have been the easiest thing to do.
I mean, this is how it goes for first to one, right? It just goes this way. It can just, the table can turn anytime. And Gino is the kind of player who wants to just get you off balance. He doesn't want you to play your comfortable game, so he wants to try those sneaky bits, but definitely great awareness from there.
But I'll tell you what, right? So that was him and his Hugh Hefner relaxed. Can you imagine if he just took off the dressing gown and actually focused? That could be 10 times worse, man. It is Laura. So
he'll have a second chance, but for now we're gonna move on to Akainu against JonesArcade. That's gonna be the fated matchup. We dressed for that. We're ready for that all day.
Look, man,
10 against Guy.
I win the matchup, right?
Hell no.
I just can't throw sonic booms. I practice in the mirror, but I just can't do it. Hey. You see my Sonic Tempest? You haven't seen it. I haven't got the arms for it either.
You need the haircut, man. You just forgot the haircut. You need that vertical, perfectly shape up, you know. Ask Shiv. Ask his...
Get me your hairdresser if we can talk.
Just ask Shiv, man. He's the man today.
All right, so the players are getting ready. So yeah, JonesArcade, he's been improving week by week. I know this guy, he practices so hard, very diligent, meticulous as well. Going up against what I heard is arguably Ken's hardest matchup, courtesy of talk to Big Bird about that as well. Akainu, this guy's always hungry. Whenever he's not happy with either a win or he's not happy about a loss, he's always going to come back and say, I'm going to beat this guy. Remember, his team at top of the leaderboards, this guy's hungry to continue that performance, maintain that pole position, take his team to victory.
Absolutely, and both of these players, they play a lot online. They must meet pretty much on a daily basis. You know that these guys grind a lot, and that's going to be yet another game for them.
I think these guys, Shivryuken did a stream yesterday. I tuned in for like a couple of minutes, but I think these guys were in a lobby yesterday. They were messing around trading, so against the preparing. But it's America's #1 against the American family man. It's Jammers versus, it's Ken versus Guile.
Let's go for JonesArcade right now. Under pressure, obviously, after seeing the loss from GinoDaCampo. He wants to give a point to his team now.
That's something people don't talk about. The mentality of when your first teammate just loses. They're on the ring of pride.
Absolutely. A very conservative start, obviously, from Akainu, who's going to just look towards installing that Sonic Boom game.
Remember, he can use that just to assess how JonesArcade is going to react. And he knows, regardless, he can change the game plan, but he knows he wins the fireball war regardless. It's up to JonesArcade to try and circumvent those Sonic Booms.
Yeah, but a good position for JonesArcade right now. Ken very threatening in the corner. He keeps the pressure, and a great one with a standing medium punch. Jones putting the pressure on.
Okay, cancel into the EX fireball. He did have to be reversed, so that by respect, he want to generate some space, get the breathing room.
Wow! Crush counter and big damage from JonesArcade right now. Needs that one more hit and gets a dominant round from him.
To have the temerity to dash out and do that stand fierce, Lord. Guess what? It cashed out. He's got one round up. He's laughing about it as well. He's having fun.
Hey, you know how cheeky it is to just go for dash forward, standing fields, and get that crush counter on that. Ken on deck, man.
All right, just maintain that space and sticking out more medium kicks, crouch medium kicks, just to make sure, just to check the dashes, because he wasn't doing that in the first round very well, Akainu. He's making amends right now.
Akainu getting the air-to-air right now, putting some pressure, but a good wall back from JonesArcade, able to get some damage.
Oh, he's being very respectful of that flash kick attempt there from Akainu, but it didn't come out as well. It obliged him to press a button. Okay,
challenge again.
There. Is he going to go to the corner? Yes, he is. Ooh, he fell out. Oh, was in his front. I've never seen that before. Big damage coming here. Is it going to be high or low? Okay, crosses up.
Good one, keeps the corner pressure, but it's time for the V-trigger. Akainu right now has one more chance to come back. He has the critical art. One hit will be the kill for him.
All right, and if another fireball comes out, he should be charging Sonic Hurricane. It's not there. He lost his charge.
Leo decides to go for the EX Sonic Boom anyway. Now has the life lead. Tries to win. Oh, gets the crouching jab. No anti-air on that.
Block, and that was execution blunder there from JonesArcade. He's getting way too antsy. I get it. That position, you're hungry to get the kill, and the best time to jump in on Guile is when you're right in his face, because he can't use crouch spears. Flash to the whip. We're going into the final round here.
There's the Akainu back on track. Good block, no punish.
Great punish there from Akainu. All right, now he's in a very comfortable position here, Akainu. He can just be on cruise control, but he gets a jump in, JonesArcade.
Oh, baits the EX flash kick, and that's going to be big damage. It's going to be the stun jammer. No. One more hit to the stun, that could be the...
Oh, he went for back throw, that's it, guaranteed.
Should be it for JonesArcade right now, going to maximize damage. EXDB to finish that one, and a great performance for him. Ties it up 1-1. JonesArcade wins against Akainu.
See, and I'll tell you something. That's the power of not dressing up.
Hey, he said he was serious. And you can see the genuine happiness on his face right now.
Well, look, man. He wants to improve, and he keeps improving. He wants to fight strong players, and he definitely wants to do it. Okay. All right. That's very good. He got a bit antsy in that round, but he made amends, got the stun. I was very scared because when he did that jump hard punch, I actually thought it was going to whiff over his head, but he just landed on his head, got the win. Emphatic win as well. Brings his team back into the set because it's important. Every win counts, and you don't want to be down. Like, you don't have that 2-point deficit here. You want to be in point.
Absolutely.
Unlucky to Akainu. So up next, we're going to have Jester Power going up.
But before that, we have someone on the crowd. We want to know his opinions. One of the strong players from last week, Salty Kitty with Ariel.
Is he here?
In the crowd right now.
I heard. Let's go.
Not just the strong person. Basically, the star of the show last week, Salty Kid. Not just for your actions actually during the matches, but also for your celebrations and your conversation after you won. You did your winner's speech. How are you feeling this week?
As always, I'm very confident. I'll definitely win. And yeah.
You've got Method this week, strong team, but they haven't got their main roster, have they?
No, they don't. Everyone is at Canada Cup, I think.
Okay.
So
does that make it easier for you?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I respect all the players here. All the players are really good. They're really talented. But I think it's going to be a bit trickier because I haven't seen them play as much. So yeah, we'll have to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your highlight of all your winning situations last week? Was there one particular moment where you're just like, yes?
Yeah, when I...
I love that you're laughing at yourself.
They woke up and I did the command grab and I knew that I had the read. I knew I had fully downloaded them. Like I knew it was done. By then it was done. Yeah. So
that was it.
Yeah.
That was where you started celebrating.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm too good at this game. It's like it's done.
And you're going in with that attitude this week then, yeah?
Of course. I mean, the people know what I'm about.
The people know what he's about.
Yeah.
Back to you guys to the casting desk.
Got to love Salty Kid, man. He's always here, confident, plays well, delivers the hype moment, and it looks like he already downloaded the entire video of his next game. He has it before Twitch.
Salty Kid is unbelievable. Look, Salty Kid, you have your own collage or gallery of your own pop-ups, I'm telling you. But let's go back to the match. We've got Shivryuken. He's fresh off the barbers in North London. I got to visit that guy, see if he can sort out my hair. But he's gone up against Jester Power. This guy is always ostentatious, never fails to impress with his look, his appearance. And his character reflects that.
Yep, definitely. He likes to play that, fancy, beautiful.
So it's going to be Laura versus Vega now. I've been told this is a hard match on Vega. from Shiv himself, Shax, and a few other people as well. It's all about Laura just needs a connection. Just get in and stay in. And it's going to be down to Jester Power trying to mitigate the amount of SPDs that happen, the amount of dashes that come in. Can he be aware? Is he mentally aware the whole time?
Absolutely, it's going to be hard for him. I mean, Vega, once he's under pressure against Laura, there's only so much he can do to escape. So it's going to be very important for Jester to just keep control of the ground game.
Well, easier said than done, but he's more than capable of doing it. He has to block right now. This is what we're talking about. All Laura needs is a connection. Good Aurora edge there to start. Medium version as well.
Oh, the jump in and gets the opening straight away. Knockdown is here. Shivryuken can put pressure, but the wake up 3 frame from Jester.
To have the goal to wake up like it when that's a favorable situation there for Laura, he still done and got away with it.
Yeah, just does not want any of that pressure, Jester. Still interesting to see that because obviously he does not want to keep the momentum on Shivryuken's side.
Seen he's mentally aware, maintaining that space where he's comfortable to throw out all his good normals, gets anti-air though, and he's making sure that Shivryuken cannot dash in arbitrarily. Gets the Barcelona dive but misses. Every time that happens, he's wasting a bar, so that's beneficial to you.
Definitely, you have to take the right thing. Sure, he escaped, but he used EX for nothing.
All right, V-Reverse trying to chase it down. He's in a jailing situation here. Whoa, what a hurt box.
A good use of that jumping medium kick. People usually do medium punch against that, but the medium kick allows you to get that behind.
Was that a V-Reverse? He got a crouch hard kick crush can there. Imagine he didn't want that. Right, V-Reverse it out, breathe the space again.
We're not gonna see lots of V-trigger on Vega's side. I mean, Jester Power is gonna commit his V-meter to just escape that lower pressure.
And Shivryuken, he's very well known to this situation, very comfortable as well. If he's got the life lead, he will wait, despite the look of his character and how she plays. It's around the crouch medium kick.
Yeah, a bit ambitious from Jester Power, trying that standing roundhouse there to get the crush counter, but Shiv was crouching and waiting.
Jester Power is definitely trying to add a bit more offensive style to his gameplay, because he's usually just playing pokes, waiting there, like just chilling defensively. But he has to remember, a player like Shiv, and how volatile Laura can be, she can take advantage of that, capitalize on that, and get big damage. EX Sunset Wheel on deck.
Yeah, just like I said, that the EX command grab point blank as well. Very unusual to see that happening. He still does it, gets the FTR there.
Shiv, and he's applying that pressure with EX down the clap. Good back throw there from Jester. He's got to make this count.
Good positioning from Jester. He's going to try to use that and gets that first EX flying Barcelona there. Great pressure tool there.
See, all right, still applying that corner pressure there, getting that space. Flying Barcelona comes again. Has he got the stun? Yes, he does. Can he close out the round? I think he might do a little bit of meet in time.
Should be.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah, absolutely, with Jester Power. Great one. And just decided to go simple.
Okay.
He's ready. I have to respect the color matching from his character and his cape.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Perfect color.
Attention to detail on Jester's sides. In-game and out of the game.
Got to be meticulous like that. All right, gets the rodeo follow up there, Shivryuken. He's looking to close out this round in a very offensive fashion.
Yep. And Jester immediately using that V-Reversal, the long one, to make sure he's as far as possible. Shiv now sitting down. He knows how the life lead. He knows Jester needs to do something. Might as well defend a bit. And that's
stays in front, going for that reset. Good V-Reversal again. He's made Jester V-Reversal up to him out of times, making him uncomfortable with how he uses his V-meter. Sunset Wheel. He might do another one. Oh, he tried. Execution blunder, but he's still safe anyway. All right.
Mistake from Shiv, and that's a good chance from Jester Power to come back, but that's going to be hard for him to just be able to keep Laura under pressure.
Back.
A great reaction from Shiv. He was just holding down back, waiting for that dash to happen, crouching medium kick to punish.
Yep.
Grab the round, done.
That's it, and that's it. Even if that crouching medium kick with no special would come out, because he is doing the simple buffer, the buffer option select. Because if it makes a connection, Bolt Charge will come out. And he was perfectly fine there. I felt at times, at the start, Jester Power was playing comfortable, but as the rounds went on, he was playing in trepidation. Every move that came out, it kind of came out in fear. He's like, I need to do something, reduce the life deficit, get a win for my team. Because that's pressure on them. As well as winning the game, they got to get a win for the team.
Absolutely. That's the charm of team tournaments, man. When you play, you just think you don't only play for you, which is stressful enough. You play for others. And you are here, you want to support the team. You don't want to put them in a bad spot. And Shiv, as usual, does the job.
Well, that's the thing about, team-based tournaments or just team-based games. It's like, you've got that individual role, you play for pride, but it's like, when you lose, you feel you've let everybody down. And when you won, you just brought everybody up, basically.
It does feel horrible, just lose and be like, man, they have to do the work, I can't do anything. But right now, we're going to go for the match 4. Zera back on track against Jester. Jester will have a chance to get his win after that close defeat against Shiv.
He can redeem himself, so he is staying in the seat. Remember, we said Jester Power is the anchor of today's Endpoint matchup. So he's got to rub off that loss just now, change his mindset because he's no longer fighting Laura. You're now fighting Akuma, more flexible tool set, less health to work with. I'd say, I don't know if his V-trigger is more dangerous than Laura's.
I would say dangerous, at least dangerous. As dangerous, I don't know, because you know how scary Laura can be, but Akuma definitely one of the strongest V-triggers around. Very scary to just be under pressure when he has this activated, gets the hard knockdown straight away. And we've seen Zera playing great today. It seems like he adapted to the nerves of being on the stage.
He looks super comfortable, man. I mean, despite his appearance, like looking like he looks nervous, nah.
I mean, you got to look nervous a bit as long as your game, as long as you can express your game.
Oh,
that's all you need.
Of course. Definitely want to see what he's got up his sleeve. I haven't really seen Akuma face Vega. I mean, have you seen this matchup much?
We don't see that much. I mean, particularly because we don't see that many Vega players, to be honest. But got to check a bit more. Right now, we're going to have a good showcase with that Dracula-like claw. Same color, same cape.
So it's going to be the man who fell to the Satsuno Hado against the Spanish narcissist. Akuma versus Vega. And this is it. Jester has to bring his team back into the set because they are 2 points down. It's a big deficit in a team-based game.
Yeah, it is going to be important for Jester to get the win right now. You don't want to give that much of an advance on the opposing team, but Zera playing conservative.
Okay, it looks like Jester's having a similar mindset and game plan to how he was playing against Shivryuken. I think he's more comfortable with this one, but he needs to be careful. I was just about to say that. He needs to be careful of the heavy buttons, especially the crush counter ones. Because of the priority system, you're going to lose to those buttons.
And Akuma's Crouching Fierce is known to be a great tool to just fish for crush counter. That should be the round for Zera. They're just off 1 crush counter. This game, it looks like Zera knows what Jester is about. You know Jester wants to zone and just press those buttons. Zera has just had the right position to fish for that crush counter. Got the hit, got the round.
It seems like his game plan for this matchup is very, very comfortable. He knows, like they said, he knows likes to poke, and he knows Crouch Fierce, got great range, great hitbox on it. So I'm just going to throw this out. If it connects, I get big damage and great screen carry.
Absolutely great strategy from Zera so far, and this looks like Jester is looking for a solution right now, trying to jump, but Zera is ready.
Again, loving the anti-air. It's a successful one there from Zera. He's going to spend the bar on the EX5, but he's going to spend 2 bars instead. Okay. Get some good damage. You're going to put him in the throw loop. The bait, that's it. I think that's going to be the round. Because if he does EX fireball, that's going to be it. Oh, no, it isn't. Okay.
Not yet, but still gets the throw after that. Extremely dominant from Zera. Makes quick work of Jester. He looks like he came with everything ready to face Vega, and everything went his way.
I think that was the most comfortable game, or one-sided game, I've seen in the Gfinity Elite Series this season, because just as Damascus was saying, he came with a game plan, not only for Jester, but for Vega as the character. It looks like his fundamental game plan in that matchup, it worked perfectly. Get this guy early to the corner, or quickly as possible, to the corner with Crouch Fierce, and just apply the pressure. He knows he has to be reversal half the time, but he's scared of the buttons that are pass or block, so I'll just put him in the throw loops and bait.
Absolutely. Smart one from Zera, and you can see Jester obviously sad. He just lost 2 in a row, but I believe he is the anchor player from Team Endpoint, so he might have a 3rd game, but that's only if both Gino and Jones are able to win their next game.
Well, here's the thing. It's like he's demoralized now because he just lost 2 on the trot. No one likes that. That's like going 0-2 in a tournament. But now it's put more pressure on not only Gino, but Jones as well, because if they want to bring themselves back into this set, like, they got no choice. They got to do exactly what Prophecy did last week. They've got no choice now.
It's time for them to show fighting spirit. Ariel, what do you think about that?
All right, guys, we're going to move over to Ariel.
I don't know if I can quite think right now, because this guy next to me is absolutely terrifying. And every time I ask him a question, he's not speaking to me. Are you enjoying the night, sir? Yeah, no, let's just move on from that. So the schedule tonight is looking like this. We saw Salty Kid earlier from Reason. They're up against Method. Not the usual lineup for Method. He thinks that's going to be an easy match for Reason, but we shall see. After that, we'll have Team Infused up against Team Envious. And then at the end of the day, we've got XL versus Epsilon, which is going to be a big game, as XL, 2 weeks in a row now that they've lost. Last season's winners, can they come back from straight 2 defeats? We'll just have to wait and find out, won't we? Back to you guys.
It's going to be an interesting amount of games for today. I mean, 4 games all night. As usual, Friday night is Street Fighter night, Halloween Street Fighter night today. And up next, we're going to have game 5 of that first match between Prophecy and Endpoint. And that's going to be a Laura mirror. Our favorite character, playing our favorite matchup. Standing medium kick.
I wonder if Shiv has actually shown his barber. Laura and said, can you get my hair to be like that one day? Well, remember, these two played Laura from day one. Obviously, Gino's been switching characters and messing around with the characters, but Shiv has stayed with the character full time. He's been messing around with others, but he's sticking with the character full time. This is a match not only for the teams, but it's a match for pride as well. It's going to be a Brazilian Bonita mirror. Gino.
And you can see Leo on the crowd being like, oh, I like that character.
Look, Leo's just observing, saying, right, let me see if the youngsters can pop off like me.
Taking notes on Leo's side, but Shivryuken right now, very comfortable position for him to make sure Prophecy keeps the top player position right now in the Elite Series.
That was an early jump in there from Shiv. Great jump in, good combo, but now we're back to neutral. Shiv is more than happy to win. I find that pressure there. This is it. You'll see the difference in styles. Despite it being a mirror, you'll see the difference in styles. Same resets, same defensive pressure, but you'll know when it's Shiv, you'll know when it's GinoDaCampo.
Definitely Shiv right now trying to get the jump in, but lots of blocks from Gino, committed to block. Gets it, no conversion from Shiv to a knockdown. And back to the neutral game, we are a good life lead from Shiv. Gino is gonna look forward to activating V-Trigger.
What is the thing? Shiv knows, but he let him activate. It's gonna be a big damage here. He's gonna go for that reset. Stays in front. Well-timed jab. Great awareness there from Shivryuken. Crash counter, that might be it. No, it isn't. But he still gets a follow-up. Wow.
Spacing was not good on the Shiv's side, but still managing.
Oh, the sunset wheel. Brilliant usage there from GinoDaCampo. Can he take the round? He tried an SPD. Very audacious. But
Lots of wake-up jab from Shivryuken's side and gets double light kick.
I don't know why. Look, he said, I don't know why Gino challenged that. It was +3. Like, why are you pressing that button, Gino?
That was the worst time ever to press a button. Gino did it.
But this is the thing, it's a mirror match. They have the exact same toolset, the exact same health. It's how you utilize and how well you're familiar with the situation. And they're not respecting each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's about how surprising you can be. It's like, hey, I play the same character but differently. Let me surprise you.
Okay, good jumping straight into the sunset wheel. I think that's Shiv's first one, actually. Gets the meaty elbow, played it safe.
Conversion stays in front of the command grab on Gino's side. Able to keep some offense on. Drops the meaty. No challenge on Shiv's side.
Big for Gino. I'm seeing signs of being nervous here from Gino, but he gets the stun. And all right, he's going to close it out. Yeah. I'll tell you what I love about GinoDaCampo. Lovely. I'll tell you what I love about Gino's Laura. He was the one that came up with all those post-stun combos that do max damage. So it's him that I need to have a go at.
Oh yeah, he made a lot of them. These fireball fancy base with jumping in the middle. Gets the second one with that.
For both players here, that was a great interruption there from Shiv. Interrupting that gap, goes for the sweep. Oh, he's getting mad now.
I like how both players are really putting in work to evade this fireball pressure. We know that Laura likes to cancel to fireball, and both of them very ready to punish that.
Gino's in the back burner, double sweep. That's how you know that Laura plays. When they do a sweep simultaneously,
yes,
you know.
Why not?
This is close. V-Trigger activation. All right, can he get something started? Laura can come back from this. Can he do another one? He's going to go another brave SPD. Goes for the bolt charge. Chase down. Stuns racking up. Oh, he's done it. He's brought it back. Oh my God. GinoDaCampo. Sorry. Hugh Hefner brings it back, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the pipe? Why is it no? You're supposed to go 1, 2, 3 puff.
Completely missed. That was how stressed he was, man. He was not ready for the celebration. He was just ready for the game itself. All the right reads. Decided to go for 2 command grabs in a row. Waited for Shiv to do something. 3rd command grab. Got the game.
It's a very big commitment. I'm sure you can vouch when I say this. That one SPD is fine. But going for that next one, that's the do or die situation. That was the do or die situation for him. If it misses, I've lost. If it hits, get the stun, rack it up, win it for the team. And definitely boost the morale of Endpoint. He's happy he got the win because I think for now, he's lost the first game. He lost his game last week as well, the last time he was here. So he definitely needed that win. Shiv looks unfazed, that's all.
That's still a good one for Gino. Unfortunate for Shiv, but if it goes to the last game, Shiv will get that third.
There you go.
There he is. The pipe is back. He's all laid back. He won. Got his.
Did he say that was so free? Did he say that was so free? I think he said it was free. Was that planned?
Confidence, man. That's all you need to play this game. To play Laura, you need to get those risky reads on points.
To play Laura, you need a pipe. I need a pipe.
Pro tip from Gino today. But up next, that's gonna be JonesArcade.
Talk to us. Talk to me.
Coming back again in that like lore-heavy matchup, which is Guile Ken, Jammers.
You know, I still win.
It's happening again. You're not winning.
All right, so I'm going to tell you about this matchup, right? So Damascus just loses all the time. He always does EX reversal. I can punish it with stand fierce, get crush counter. I can always do sonic booms as well because they're plus. You can't do nothing about it.
But if I put you in the corner, you're dead, man.
Yes, that's true. You have a throw loop, I don't, but I have a better anti-air than you do.
See, one Tatsu. all I
easier
need.
to play.
True. 2 special moves since 1991.
Or, no, 1991 actually.
Yeah. Since the original version, Guile is there, and it's gonna be up to JonesArcade to beat Akainu again and go back and tie it up.
Can he get the double there? But Akainu being a bit more aggressive than he was in the first game between us, lands a bit more throws. But again, you have to remember as well, everything Guile does generates perfect space for him to throw one Sonic Boom, assess the situation, play comfortably.
Absolutely. The plan is laid back on Akainu's side. And JonesArcade trying to jump, lots of jumpings for him, trying to open Akainu up, but the defense is on point so far.
I think JonesArcade has got to be aware as well, be careful when he jumps in or tries to come in via EX Tatsu in the air. That crouching jab from Guile, because of the hurt box, is not there on the top of his head. That's going to be a bit big and be detrimental to his gameplay.
Definitely, but that's the good position for JonesArcade. Gets the throw-up situation, 3 in a row, gets the 3rd row, and that's going to be the round for JonesArcade. As I told you, that is all Ken needs. Put you in the corner once, get the pressure on, wrap it up.
That's the only reason why I lose the matchup, because I have a throw in the corner. All right, so it's going to be round 2 here. JonesArcade looking very strong. I can tell he's worked hard at this matchup and definitely capitalizing off Ken's strengths. He has to play a little bit closer as well, because if he throws that Sonic Boom, Akainu, Guile's hitbox extends. So he's liable to get counter hit. They'll trade.
Good spacing now from Akainu, waiting, playing with that crouching medium kick. Smart one to just avoid having JonesArcade walking around.
Okay, laying out the Sonic crosses as well, and that's very beneficial to Guile because he doesn't have to spend meter to do that, whereas Ken has to challenge that good DP. Was that the heavy version? It must have been.
It was.
Okay. Good flash hit combo, goes for a throw. He might go for another one. Playing it safe. Good tech there from JonesArcade. He did go for the cross up before he's going to stay in front.
Yeah, I like the back throw from Akainu, just make sure he escapes the corner as soon as possible. It's V-trigger time on JonesArcade's side.
I respect the jump from both players. I respect that.
Yeah, he did that little panic solution. Now it's the fireball war, and we know that Guile hands down wins this one and will finish the round. Akainu now offers himself 1 match point to just wrap it up right now and deny at least 1 point to Team Endpoint.
We're looking at set point here for Prophecy. Let's see if Akainu can close it out comfortably, but he gets jumped in on by JonesArcade. Straight to the corner again, trying to go for a bait, but Akainu learned from last time. Not going to flash kick again. Good spacing there, that bazooka knee. When it's me, it is +1 on block. Ken can't challenge it.
Wakes up EXDP, and that's a good one from JonesArcade, able to get some offense, but Akainu getting the tech.
Okay, Jones getting very antsy. He's starting to dash in like he did in the first game when he doesn't get anything.
Wait, TP again! This DP is so on point from JonesArcade. You can see a man who worked on that matchup, but still the fireball.
Okay, just making a Sonic cross. A safe point of entry. Gets the throw again, Akainu. Playing it safe, I like it. He's not going in too hard. Trying to go for the crouch jab and say again. Good punish. Oh, good with punish, sorry.
Lots of jump-ins on that side, and the V reversal for that to make sure that no pressure after the V-trigger. Akainu settling in that
be careful,
game. One more hit.
Be careful. He's getting overzealous here.
Oh no, not sure what JonesArcade tried in the end, but gets hit by that Sonic Boom. Akainu gets his run back and gets the win for Team Prophecy, 4-2 against Team Endpoint.
These guys are on fire. They keep winning week after week after week. These guys train. Somebody's telling them, like, look guys, we're the best. We're DJ Khaled, we're the best. We can win. We're going to take home that prize money at the end of this season. I got to say, kudos to JonesArcade. He had a very effective game plan. He knows what he wants to do in certain areas. Heavy DPs up close to Guile to avoid the Sonic Boom and get the damage. I feel he needs to fine-tune it, and he needs a bit more patience. But he's definitely got a working formula here. I can see it.
Absolutely. The game plan was there, and it was on point, but unfortunately, he just got clipped in a couple of bad decisions.
That's the thing, right? Obviously, I'm sure you can vouch for me again when I say this. It's, you may have a game plan against Guile, but when you're playing a set or a long game against this character, he'll make you go back into your bad habits. Oh, I'm tired of the Sonic Booms. Let me dash in. Let me get in there. Let me jump. Let me get flash kicked. So it's like he just needs to get a little bit more patience, and I think it would be perfect because that game plan, the way he played that, I think it just a few shortcomings, but it was brilliant.
Yeah, that's all he will need, but that's going to be the win for Team Prophecy. Let's throw it back to Tom, F4 and Logan. What did you think about that one so far?
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Jammers and Damascus. A great little bout, that one. Right at the end, though, you got a feel for JonesArcade again after last week, him and Shax. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was a juicy contest, but Prophecy just too strong.
It looked like it was going to be, like, a very, very one-sided affair, and all credit to Gino for bringing that back with Laura antics.
Yep.
Laura versus Laura is always going to be a bit all over the place, and Gino came through when it mattered. Jones so close, and he had some really great little moments there as well. We were talking about some of the little subtle nuances in that matchup, because we see that matchup quite often, Ken against Garland. Stylistically, it's quite difficult. But there's a couple of little things that Jones was doing to make it a little bit more manageable, with some great reactions.
Yeah, exactly. His reactions were great. I think he really pressured Akainu well and forced Akainu to stop playing Akainu's game for periods of time. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to close it out when that happened. But you know what? Massive shout out to Prophecy. I mean, the fact that you started that whole introduction to us saying we were expecting Prophecy to go through it. What a different Prophecy we're seeing this season to last season. We're actually expecting them to win now. Yeah,
4 wins in a row, and all down to one player in particular who's done very well. His name is Shivryuken. He can come and join us right down here on the desk. Come and join. I have to say, Shiv, it was lovely to see where you get your haircut and the barber. Is that what was gave you that winning edge today?
Actually, Zera was what gave us that winning edge.
Yeah, respect that.
Agreed.
Yeah, so let's talk about that performance today. Back in the team, it's getting to that point now. Prophecy, such a strong lineup for you. You can put anyone in, right?
We want to go based on character matchups. So obviously Broski wasn't here today, so that was a big loss for them. And the matchups, the first 3, really went in our favor. Obviously, Akainu got a bit unlucky with the Jones matchup, but we were hoping that would at least be a 3-0 so that we could push towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at some of the KOs, all of them actually, from the matchup today. Just very strong. You must be very confident at the moment as a team.
We are. We definitely are. We hope that's enough now to get us into the top 4, and we want to push to get first against Infused, obviously.
Is there anyone you want to kind of avoid on your journey? Because right now, a lot of people are looking at you guys and saying, damn, Prophecy, is there a problem?
Next week we're playing Infused, and I think that would be our hardest game because I think Shax is definitely going to put in a shift, as he always does. And that's going to be the hardest for me personally playing. Shax, he always beats me.
So looking ahead to that next matchup against Infused, you know they're top of the table as well. Now you've overtaken them because you played already in week 4. But I mean, what team do you go with? You know, do you know your strongest lineup?
We know our strongest lineup. We think what we ran today is on paper our strongest lineup. But again, based on characters, Darkmoon Haddo should be playing next week, 100%.
Yeah, not in the lineup today. Well, words from Shiv there saying that's the strongest lineup. What do you think about that, gentlemen? You're a bit unsure. Why?
I think that's a great position to be in, though. I mean, there's a number of squads in the Elite Series this season where you can kind of debate what their strongest starting 3 is. I think Infuse is another one of those. So that'd be really interesting to see that matchup. Darkmoon Haddo had an incredible debut for the side. Zera, of course, showing that he's invaluable to the lineup as well. I think Akainu is one of the real great acquisitions as well for this season. So, you know, who knows?
Well, indeed. I've got to say, Shiv, do you reckon your barber would be able to sort me out?
No, let's just be on hold.
Okay. I want to know how comes you don't go to a West Indian barber's, though?
Yeah, what kind of West Indian goes to a Turkish barber's?
That's a bit traitorous, surely.
So like, when I moved here, I just went to the first barber and I just stuck with it for 10 years. I'm not trying to change anything.
No cheating on your barber.
I'm loyal to my barber, like I'm loyal to Laura.
Well, that is the sort of loyalty we love. So congratulations on the win today, Shiv. Looking forward to week 4. Ariel, I believe you have JonesArcade with you.
All the way up here because you were like, I don't want to see you again because, well, I only ever speak to the losers, don't I, JonesArcade?
Why are you going to rub it in like that for?
I love rubbing things and I like making these things hurt. But 2 weeks in a row, I mean, it was a good matchup tonight. Everyone thought Prophecy was going to go straight on through, but actually, you guys, it was Endpoint's game at one point.
At one point, yes, it was, but Prophecy too strong this week, too strong.
Where was the turning point?
Thinking.
Come on.
I say a turning point was after me and Akainu. That game was where everything kind of, you know, depended on who was winning the next game.
Do we think it had anything to do with the clog stroke slippers Hugh Hefner get up at all?
No. No.
Maybe it's because you should have been in a Halloween outfit.
Maybe. I mean, Damascus has done it for me.
I mean, he looks great, doesn't he? You gotta give it to him. I can never picture him with blonde hair and now it's there in front of our eyes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, how are we gonna come back for this? Because you need to win it next week. JonesArcade. I've got something to cheer you up. I've got loads more gems and sequins backstage. You fancy getting some of them on, and then it'll make you feel good about
we'll do that.
It's all about the glitter situation. We're happy up here. We're happy, Tom.
Thank you very much. It's all about a little bit of glitter, if ever there was a hashtag for this show. Listen, first match in the bag, Prophecy 4, Endpoint 2. I'm feeling the pain of JonesArcade right now. But then I've still got Shiv next to me. I don't know if you saw in the back while Ariel was talking to JonesArcade. He wanted to escape, but he couldn't because he's excited about Reason Gaming taking on Method. Can Reason get that second win? And then we'll have Team Infuse, a Team Envy, and then the last match of the day, Excel versus Epsilon. Right then. Street Fighter always delivers with drama, and the match was no different from that first one. It's party time for Prophecy and a post-mortem for Endpoint.